even corporates, is we're having to come together and say this is a real public health issue and something serious has to be done to look after our teenagers.
I'm just thinking about all the adults that are, you know, a part of a child's life that are expected to have certain tools that don't. Our teachers, our parents. What support is available to them? Because while they may acknowledge and recognize, okay, there's an issue, they might not know what to do or how to do.
Absolutely. You know, we can all relate to struggling and not always having the coping tools to help our own mental health, and trying to help a child. And I think it's really important that if any parent, a teacher, anyone who has a young person in their life is to know that they're not alone. There is no rule book, there's no guideline what to do, what not to do, but there is support. And if anyone is concerned, how do I talk about it? How do I help my team? How do I do a mental health check-in with my team? What do I say? What do I not say? You know, this is a hard conversation. It's also to let those people know, those adults, that there is information and there is support. So first and foremost, you can go to SADAG's website and we'll give you the language to use, how to talk about it, what to say, what not to say, the myths. Also, with Teen Suicide Prevention Week coming up next week, we're hosting various online activities to actually help support and empower adults on what to do and how to help a teenager in crisis. And they're across the platforms. We're doing Facebook, we're doing webinars, we're going on Twitter. So wherever we can help adults and empower them more so that they feel like if a teen comes to them or they notice a teen who needs help, they'll know what to do in that moment.
And of course, SADAG also can connect you with support groups and a whole lot of things. But the most important details I'd like to share with all of you, sadag.org, that is SADAG.org. You can get all of the information you need there. And more importantly, the Suicide Crisis Helpline. Parents, keep this on your phones. For an emergency to wonder what to do or who to reach out to. 0800 567 567. Very, very simple. 0800 567 567. Cassie, final thoughts.
I think for so many people, we can all relate to feeling overwhelmed and like everything is too much. But if you're not sure what to do, just ask. Ask, do a check-in. How are you doing? We want to help you. It's so much more important to reach out and have that conversation. It could literally save a life.
Thank you so, so much. Cassie Chambers for chatting to us, Operations Director at the South African Depression and Anxiety Group. I give that website again, sadag.org. That's SADAG.org. And the Suicide Crisis Helpline, 0800 567 567. It's 2 o'clock.
This is Eyewitness News.
Good afternoon, I'm Matapelo Molloy. Members of Parliament across the political divide have expressed outrage at a proposed R900 million deal with English Premiership team Tottenham Hotspur. SA Tourism is before Parliament today, defending the decision to spend R300 million in each of the next 2 years to promote the country to the overseas tourism market. But MPs are not sold. They remain unconvinced that the sponsorship will be valuable, or rather will be value for money. They've also cast doubt on the Chief Financial Officer's role in sealing the deal. Lindsay Dentlinger is
SA Tourism's Chief Financial Officer Johan van der Walt has told Parliament's Tourism Committee he provides consultancy services to a sports marketing company, WWP Group, that is contracted to SA Tourism. But he insists there's nothing untoward about their relationship.
And when I was approached to assist him, it was strictly allowing the power of attorney or delegation grant to me.
Committee Chairperson Tandi Mahamba was having a moment.
When the minister tendered resignation in your position as the acting CFO of this entity, because your presence and you occupying that particular position does not bear fruits.
SA Tourism's acting CEO, Themba Khumalo, insists there's no middleman involved in the transaction. He says a board delegation travelled to the UK last month to negotiate themselves. Lindsay Dentlinger, Eyewitness News, Parliament.
Humanitarian aid organization Give to the Giver says its rescue and medical teams are expected to leave for disaster-stricken Turkey tonight. There's been widespread devastation following yesterday's 7.8 magnitude earthquake that struck the eastern European country and neighboring Syria. The death toll from the earthquake has now surpassed the 5,000 mark, and it's still expected to rise. Rescue and disaster teams continue to brave the freezing temperatures, searching for survivors, varied by the stream of subsequent aftershocks. Give to the Givers founder Dr. Imtiaz Suleiman says they've opened their own hospital on the border between Turkey and Syria to provide help for those in need.
The numbers are going to be very high. We've opened up our standby hospital called Hilang on the border with Turkey and Syria and moving patients there and putting additional medical teams on site.
Now moving over to the courts, the validity of the appointments of two directors of public prosecutions by former President Jacob Zuma has taken center stage in the Constitutional Court. The court is hearing submissions from the lawyers for advocates Ron Mwabe and Kulegani Mathenjwa in February 2018, who were appointed to the position of DPP in the Northern Cape and Mpumalanga respectively. In March 2019, President Cyril Ramaphosa revoked those appointments, appointing his own candidates. The aggrieved Mwabe and Mathenjwa have now approached the High Court to challenge the President's decision, but lost at bidding, prompting them to approach the Supreme Court and now the Apex Court. Khomotso Motise is there.
At the heart of today's matter is whether or not the appointment of advocates Ron Mwabe and Kulegani Mathenjwa as directors of public prosecution in the Northern Cape and Mpumalanga respectively were valid. In the High Court, President Cyril Ramaphosa's lawyers argued that the decision by former President Jacob Zuma had not been finalized as it was not gazetted or publicly announced. But Mwabe and Mathenjwa's lawyers have counter-argued that former President Jacob Zuma informing then Director of Public Prosecution Sean Abrams and the fact that Abrams communicated this to the candidates was enough. Mathenjwa's lawyer, advocate Debogo Batibedi.
Our case is that once a decision was made and reduced into a presidential minute, it was signed by the president and it was signed by the relevant minister. That is sufficient.
Both lawyers insist that the mere revocation by the president is a concession that the appointments have been finalized. Eyewitness News, Johannesburg.
Government has stressed that its renewable energy